Let's move ahead and understand how to evaluate the accuracy of both the logistic regression and other classification models using various metrics. To start off, let us see what is AAC, BIC, deviance, and pseudo R squared. The rest of the metrics we'll discuss in the subsequent video. What is AAC? AAC stands for Archaic Information Criteria. It is analogous to R squared in linear regression. Similar to R squared, AAC is the measure of fit which penalizes the model for the number of model coefficients. Therefore, we always prefer model with minimum AAC value. This is the formula used to compute the AAC value, minus 2 into log likelihood plus 2 into p plus 1. Here LL is the log likelihood of the model on the training data set, and p is the number of parameters in the model, and plus 1 is the intercept. So what is LL? LL is the log likelihood. What exactly log likelihood is all about? It is the sum of the likelihood residuals. For each observation, the natural log of the error is computed and multiplied by minus 1, and those values are summed. The summed value is then used as the basis for deviance. What you see here is the logistic regression model output which were fitted in R. In this case, all the independent variables from the given data set is used. The model LIC, for this model, the AAC value is 770.58. After I did the feature selection, the model AAC got dropped to 759.13. By comparing these two models, this is the best fit model because the lesser the AAC value is the better the model. So AAC score is helpful only when it is used to compare or to perform the model selection. So what you see here is the logistic regression model summary in Python. I've used stats models, logit function to fit this logistic regression model. So when you look at this summary of this logistic regression model, these are pretty straightforward. And log likelihood. So what is log likelihood? It is the natural logarithm of the maximum likelihood estimation function. MLE is the optimization process of finding the set of parameters which result in best fit. And the LL null is the value of log likelihood of the model when no independent variable is included, only an intercept is included. We have something else called pseudo R squared. So it is a substitute for the R squared value in least squares linear regression. It is the ratio of the log likelihood of the null model to that of the full model. Like R, the AAC value is not printed as part of the summary function. It is not available here. You'll have to find out explicitly, but you don't have to compute it manually. Followed by the model name, the logistic regression model name, dot and AAC. If you specify it, you can get the AAC value. Similarly, we have something else called BIC. This is the BIC value. We know the equation for the AAC, the formula for the AAC. If you simply plug in this value, minus 398.22, and the number of predictors here, in this case 17, and plus 1 is the one intercept. So we get the AAC value as 832.44. The manually computed AAC value is similar to the model computed AAC value. Next, we have something else called BIC. BIC stands for Bayesian Information Criterion. The formula for BIC is slightly different from AAC. Minus 2 into log likelihood plus log of n into p plus 1. Here n is the sample size and plus 1 is for the intercept, and p is the number of predictors. Using both AAC and BIC, we can perform model selection. The difference between AAC and BIC are the AAC adjusts the deviance by the number of predictors, whereas the BIC adjusts the deviance by its degrees of freedom. Next, we will see what is deviance. Deviance is another measure of goodness of fit of a model. Here you can see null deviance and residual deviance. Null deviance refers to the null model, that is an intercept only model. The residual deviance refers to the trained model. The residual deviance is calculated from the model having all the features. It is somewhat similar to linear regression. Think of residual deviance as residual sum of square and null deviance as total sum of squares. The larger the difference between null and residual deviance, better the model. Here the deviance indicates the extent to which the likelihood of this saturated model exceeds the likelihood of the proposed model. So next, pseudo R squared. So what is pseudo R squared? It is analogous to R squared in the linear regression. Several pseudo R squared measures are used in logistic regression. One of them is McFadden pseudo R squared. The formula for McFadden R squared is 1 minus log of LC over log of L null. LC denotes maximized likelihood value from the current fitted model, and L null denotes the corresponding value but for the null model. A small ratio of log likelihoods indicates that the full model is far better fit than the intercept model. Though pseudo R squared is analogous to R squared in the linear regression, the interpretation of pseudo R squared measures in logit is different from those in linear regression. So next we have something called Fisher scoring iteration. So at the bottom of the logistic regression model summary, we could see this one. This is the one. This model is printed in R. The Fisher scoring iteration is 6. The lesser the iteration, it is better. A higher number of iterations may be a cause for concern, indicating that the algorithm is not converging properly. To summarize, we discussed about what is AAC, BIC, and the formula for both AAC and BIC. And we understood using both AAC and BIC we can perform the model selection. And also we understood the deviance measure like null deviance and residual deviance. The lesser the deviance, the better the model. And also we discussed about pseudo R squared, and also we have seen what is Fisher scoring iterations. In the subsequent video, we'll take a look at what is confusion matrix.